Someone is really, really angry and annoyed that you're not talking to them. This person is trying to fool themselves that they're okay without you. They're trying to build up this facade in their head that they're okay without you, they're fine without you. I think this is some type of defense mechanism, and this person's actually trying extra hard to convince themselves that they're okay without you, but it's like they're actually not. And I see at some point or another, this person's actually going to end up breaking because they're going to realize the only reason they can try and convince themselves they're okay without you is to distract themselves, distance themselves, and constantly feed that facade. This person's eventually going to become exhausted with their own self-deception of trying to convince themselves they're okay without you, because the thing is that they're in this illusion right now of blocking out the emotional reality of everything, because they are creating choices and decisions based on this energy of self-deception. But it's like the second this person understands the real truth, they'll understand that all they've actually been doing is running away from the truth and not actually knowing how it is that they feel emotionally about you, which actually means they haven't healed. They actually haven't healed themselves away from you, because that emotional baggage, then repressing these emotions and these feelings is eventually going to turn into emotional baggage. And that emotional baggage is actually going to get in the way of this person making choices, making decisions about you. They look at that, the Eight of Swords, this person's blocking out the emotional reality. I'm seeing this person, it's like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Look at me. I'm so happy. I think this is a cry for attention. I think this person isn't even self-aware enough to understand how they actually want you to react, because I think they're kind of strutting their stuff on social media, posting all of these photos of their new girlfriend or their new boyfriend or this new job and being like, oh my God, I'm so happy. This person's trying to prove a point to themselves that they are, because they know that they're not. They know that they're not, they know that this means jack shit, right? This person's looking for evidence, confirmation, reassurance they're doing the right thing, because they know that they're not. This person doesn't even trust themselves. They don't even trust themselves to move on from you, right? They're trying to drown out energies that are generally reciprocated of a soulmate connection. And it's like they can't even do that. They don't have no control. It's like this person's constantly having to stay alerted, constantly having to stay in control of this facade, because they know the second they're not in control, they're going to break. The second they're not in control of the situation, they know all hell is going to break loose. And that's when this person's actually going to be very overreactive, the Ace of Wands. Oh my God, this person is trying to resist this physical intimacy. They're trying to resist this urgency. They're trying to resist it. But it's like the Ten of Swords. They're actually resisting their own self-deprived pain, because they're actually resisting self-growth with you. They're resisting growth. They're resisting change with you. They're going back. They're going back in cycles. They're going back. They're undermining success and growth with you, because they're actually still existing within this unhealed version of themselves. Because what it is, deep down to the root of the cause, deep down, this person actually feels like they're not good enough for you. And that's what this person's actually doing. That's how this person's actually reacting to their own worry and pain. They're not good enough for you. But I don't think this person's gone. I think this person's going to come back in and they're going to be overreactive. Someone is just dying to communicate to you. They want to so badly, but for some reason this person just feels like they can't, or this person just feels like they shouldn't. So whoever this person is, you might actually think this person's not into you. You might actually think this person's moved on, but there will be some type of truth that comes forward to give you the realization about who this person truly is, okay? When it comes towards this situation, you're going through some type of divine feminine energy. You're going through some type of feminine cycle. You are mastering the art of not giving a shit if you and this person are meant to be. And through this kind of release of energetic detachment, this person's actually being forced to relive this connection in the way that it was divinely orchestrated to happen, because they were using your reactions and your responses to kind of validate themselves, that it's like they knew how it was that you were thinking, but it was actually some type of fear-based reaction of them trying to control your silence and your absence, because this person couldn't actually feel you. So what I'm getting is it's like they're so angry and annoyed that you've decided to move on from them, and you've decided to move on from this connection because there's been energies of this person not facing the truth up until now. And now the truth is actually being discovered in your absence, in your distance. It's making this person actually realize they were listening to the unhealed version of themselves when they were with you. This person is trying to ghost and abandon the past they had with you in order to move forward. But it's kind of like this acknowledgement. Part of them has to acknowledge the past at the same time. So it's kind of like this person, they're trying to forget the past, but they're also reliving this connection in the way that it was divinely orchestrated to happen. And now this person feels trapped within this mental prison. I'm kind of getting this situation of like forbidden emotions, forbidden feelings. It's almost like this energy of like, I feel you everywhere I go. Can you feel me too? This person feels very physically attracted towards you, but it's like they need hope and faith that you feel that same attractiveness energy. So I'm getting this feeling where it's like late at night, this person's watching you, they're pretending not to, but it's like they're saying to themselves that you still dream about them in the same way this person dreams about you, because that's this person's defense mechanism, but also this person trying to give them reassurance that is that they need a reason to feel emotionally connected to you here again. This person, it's kind of like this person, they're feeling helpless and hopeless. They don't know what to say. It's like they don't know what to do. They're literally going through this heartbreak situation of missing you, and it's like they know the reasons why they're missing you. They know the reasons why they're feeling rejected, because part of them is drowning in the regret of not saying to you how it is that you feel, how they felt, and now they're kind of drowning in those sorrows of like listening to your reactions, listening to your responses, but acknowledging it from a different perspective of the truth, because this person knows that they gave you a lack of truth, which means that your reactions and your responses are triggering that abandonment within this person, because they know that you're only reacting to their lack of truth. Someone is missing your physical touch. Someone is missing the way that you used to love up on their body and the way that they used to love up on your body in return here. But this person's too ego and they're too prideful to say something. They're too ego and they're too prideful to say something about this situation, because there's been energies of this person lying to themselves. This person's about to overreact. This person's about to overreact because they've been suppressing their emotions and their feelings as a control measure to protect themselves from getting hurt, because when this person felt your energy detached from them, they didn't know how to react, they didn't know how to respond. There was a situation of emotional preparation this person hadn't prepared themselves for. But what I'm getting is it's like this person's overreactive to their own feelings, because they've been projecting repressed feelings and repressed emotions onto you as a result of them not being honest about how it is that they felt. This person doesn't know how to express communication with you. So they're feeling frustrated because they're not able to physically intervene in the way that they want to. And it's like there's this energy of this sense of urgency, this feeling of this person feeling awkward. I'm feeling like this person feels awkward because it's like they've got forbidden emotions and forbidden feelings about you, because it's like the longer they go without saying what it is that's truly affecting them, it's kind of like this person's energy is being matched and aligned with some type of fear-based reaction. It's like energetically, this person feels that they're draining themselves of this tremendous amount of like temptation and desire when it comes to you. They're suppressing their emotions. But by suppressing their emotions, they're turning into repressed feelings of anger, guilt, drowning in this personal regret of not saying what it is they want to say to you. So it's like when this person's looking at you, they're feeling triggered, because it's like when you're not reacting and you're not responding to this person in the way that they want you to, it's like this person knows that you're reacting to their self-deception. This person knows that you're reacting to themselves lying. It's like this person wants you to react in a different way. It's like they want you to convince them they can think a different way, because they're scared to think in the way they want to think, because they're scared that you don't feel the same way, right? But what I'm getting is it's like, I don't know if you're putting up boundaries in the past to this person, but it's like this person's complaining. They're complaining how cold you are, how detached you are, how withdrawn you are. They're pissed they can't express their feelings. They're pissed they can't communicate. This is a cry for attention. It's like this person is so frustrated they can't communicate. It's like they're kind of trying to guilt trip you or emotionally manipulate you into a reaction and a response, because they're scared. They're scared of your reactions. They're scared of your responses. They're scared that by lying to themselves or by lying to you, they've also lied to themselves. And it's like now they're actually scared to face the truth, what they really want, because they've kind of dug themselves into a hole. They've dug themselves into a predicament because now they don't know how to react. This person was hoping that you would save them. They were hoping that your reactions and your responses would save them. But now what's happening is it's like this person's actually angry and they're overreactive to themselves. They're overreactive to their own motives because they're realizing you're not going to save this person this time. This person has to get off their high horse and they have to make a sacrifice. They have to lose this ego and this pride, or they've got to lose you, and there's no in between. And this person literally knows they're running out of time because energetically every single time they tap into this connection, they can feel you less and less. Someone is acting cold, distant, withdrawn. Maybe this person stopped communicating with you. Maybe they're not really talking to you at all here. They're not really telling you their emotions. They're not really telling you their feelings. This person's acting distant, nonchalant. But it's honestly taking a lot within this person to pull back their energy, because this person is trying to suppress this resistance of urgency when it actually comes to them actually contacting you here. This is some type of soulmate connection. Or maybe this person thinks of you as their soulmate. This person's trying to protect their heart space right now. They're brokenhearted. They're cut up over this situation. This person's actually trying to protect their heart space right now from getting hurt, because when you moved on from this person, it truly scared this person and they haven't been the same since. But what I'm getting is it's like this person is questioning how you got to where you're at. They're questioning, how did you get from point A to point B? What I'm seeing is it's this level of questioning that's happening with this person right now. It's like this person's questioning, where did you come from? Because they feel like this type of elevated beauty, this type of elevated sophistication, it needs to be emotionally prepared for, right? This person is so scared of messing everything up. They're so scared of doing something wrong, saying something wrong. They're thinking about you heavily, but they're thinking about what to say. They're thinking about how to step forward. It's like this person's so fragile. They feel like a situation is so fragile because they feel like they don't want to overstep and say something and do something wrong and then jeopardize their chance, jeopardize their shot with you here. The Two of Cups energy is coming forward with the Ace of Cups. There's very specific emotions and specific feelings with this person thinking of this as like some type of genuine soulmate connection, because it's almost like a rare and very indescribable kind of undeniable magnetic pull this person actually feels towards you. This person thinks of you as divine. This person thinks of you as everything to them. They think of you as like so physically attractive, and I'm seeing this energy where it's like this person thinks of you everywhere that they go because they know that you're very worth committing to. They know that you have a lot to give, you have a lot to offer. They know that a connection and a relationship with you would never stop like lasting, because you would never stop putting energy and effort into it. But I'm seeing it's been energies of like self-deception, a lack of self-awareness, because by this person protecting their heart space, they've also been suppressing and resisting the physical desire and temptation they feel for you, which means that by this person being forced to see things, they've been forced to see mental clarity through an energy of personal regret, because like now they're drowning in the temptation. Now they're drowning in the feeling of feeling overwhelmed by these kind of like resisting, desiring, intense feelings, because they're drowning in the emotion of having to force themselves to be self-deprived. Because what I'm seeing is that all of these are self-inflicted pains and self-inflicted wounds as a result of them not expressing their feelings. But it's like part of this person is kind of like dying in the energy of like drowning in the emotions and drowning of the feelings of the two of you not being together, because it's like this person feels like they're not able to actually physically intervene within this connection in the way that they truly want to say something to you right now.